And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, knights, revenant, orcs, elves, dark elves, high elves, whatever it might be. It's great to be in Raid Shadow Legends today. Today, people, we're gonna be talking about a very important topic, a topic that is literally at the core, the crux of Raid Shadow Legends, and that's gonna be the efficient way to farm your high stars, converting characters into food, chickens into food for your champions to ascend to higher level stars, people. This is one of those bedrock things, especially if you play other hero collector games. This might be a little confusing, but today we're gonna be talking about how I, the spirit ruler of the what realm are we in? The Raid Shadow Legends realm, is gonna get it done for you. Speaking of getting it done, let's get this done. Have you guys downloaded Raid Shadow Legends? Well, if not, there's a link down below in the video description. QR code in the top right hand corner. If you're a new player to Raid, make sure to use these, man, because you're gonna get two amazing epic champions. I'm using these champions all the time in this game, and you are too. And you're gonna be getting some important XP boosts. We're gonna be talking about XP boosts in this video, because here's the thing. So for example, I wanna upgrade my Pythion right now. So what do? Do I just go ahead, throw on all my chickens? Do I just throw some legendaries on and yeah, is this how you do it? No! Stop where you are! Don't do this. Oh my goodness gracious, people. This is not what you want to do when you want to star up champions. To get the prime experience out of Raid, you need to be taking your champions to level 60, getting them to 6 stars if you really want to dominate the content in this game. But this is not the way that you're going to want to do it. So we're going to talk about the variety of ways of doing it, but the primary way that you're going to want to try to get these characters up and running to the higher stars is, well, you're going to need to convert some low star characters and gradually increase by leveling them up through a variety of different gameplays, and then having them eat other champions to turn into higher star champions. Then they get eaten by a higher star champion, and we're going to talk all about that today. So here's what we're going to do. We need to get eventually 5-star food to get my Python up and run. Probably not going to get done in this video, but we're going to talk about the groundworks to do it. So let's take this for example. We have a bunch of 2 stars that we got going on. Let's go take, for example, yeah, hide that. We have our elf guard right now. Now, you know, make sure you fill out your faction guardians if you have a bunch of duplicates. Okay, we already talked to that in previous videos. I already have mine loaded up for these champions, or it's rare champions. So these aren't even that important. So you could do a few things. Obviously, you know, if you want to, you can go ahead and use your brews. Generally, you know, it's probably best to save your brews when there's champion training events going on. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to go ahead, take her to the max level of 10 right now. So she's currently at level 10, and let's go ahead and upgrade her. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So you can do that, but you know, generally it's important to save brews for, you know, things where you need to like level stuff up right now. But now what we're going to do is we're now going to take our elf guard and upgrade our rank. So let's go ahead, just take that off for a second. And now this is where the magic happens. We need to now take champions of equal rarity, so 2-star rarity because she's a 2-star. So let's go ahead. We're going to go lock in both of these. And now we're going to be able to upgrade our elf guard to now, Gary, can you move my ugly mug out of the way so these people can see what the heck I'm talking about here? Oh my gosh. You see what I got to deal with around here? Like, my gosh, it's just embarrassing. We're going to go ahead now and take her to 3 stars. Hey, huzzah! We're now at 3 stars, folks. But now I need to get her up to 4 stars. So again, you could just go ahead if you wanted to. Now so here's the thing. You can't upgrade her rank until she's at max level for the current rank. So we need to go ahead and upgrade her level yet again. So once more, I could go ahead and use my brews. So I'm going to do it just for the purpose of this video. We're going to go ahead and lock them in. The problem is brews, as I said, number one, they're kind of rare. You want to use them for champion training events so you can, you know, get some good rewards. And it's also kind of expensive on the silver. But now they're at 3 stars. The max level is 30. So let's go ahead. We're just going to keep doing it just for the point of the conversation. All right. So now we're at 3 stars, level 30. And now we want to upgrade the rank. So you might be swimming in lots of chickens. As you play the game, you're going to be swimming in a lot of different materials. And, you know, 3-star chickens, okay, you can do that. Sure, why not? Or you could level up some other characters. Like, for example, I could be using my other champions that are at level 3, but they don't need to be at they don't need to be at level 30. You can just go ahead and take for these guys, for example. So keep in mind, maybe not that guy. Keep in mind the champions you're sacrificing, they don't need to be level 30, but the character you want to upgrade to the next rank, they need to be level 30. So we're going to use chickens. Chickens are another form of upgrading champions in this game. If you don't want to end up using actual characters, and this, you're gonna have plenty of these when it comes to 3-star chickens, but especially 5-star chickens, they're gonna be a little bit rare. So let's go ahead. We're gonna use our chickens here. Let's go upgrade it. And now we're gonna show chickens taking us to rank number 4. And there we go, people. So look, we're already dominating the game. And don't worry, we're gonna talk about other ways of leveling up, so don't go away just yet, people. I'm not done with you. But now, I wanna take her to 5 stars. So what am I gonna do? Good job, oh, my young wizards of the Raid Shadow Legends realm. You know exactly what time it is. Now we gotta upgrade her to what? We're at 4 stars. We gotta take her to level 40. 4 stars, 40. So again, just for the purpose of this conversation, we're gonna go ahead, take her to max level of level 40. Huzzah. 168,000 silver. It's kind of expensive. I try not to spend silver in the tavern again, unless there's a championship event, because I'm using my silver primarily to upgrade the artifacts, the gear, whatever you want to call it, on the champions. I don't like spending silver here, but again, just for instructional purposes. Let's go ahead. And here we go. Now we have a 4-star level 40. And now this is where things get a little complicated. I don't have as many rank 4 chickens. I'll have some. So I have 2 options. I can either use the chickens, which I'm going to be using now, or I could be using other characters that I have at 4 stars. I only have one that I could use. And here's one of the things. You might be tempted to use your epic champions, for example, that aren't leveled up. You're like, oh, I'm not gonna get around to it. It's generally advised not to get rid of epics unless you know they're just complete, utter trash. And you know, you could find a variety of tier lists out there that help you try to navigate this. For example, I like to use Hell Hades website. It's a great quick resource to kind of research and see what champions are good, what champions are bad. But in general, you have better ways of getting your food that you need to upgrade your champions than giving away your epics. So again, try to avoid giving away epics. You primarily want to just be using your trash level 1s, level 2 characters, your common characters that you get, and you're going to upgrade those like we're doing right now. Let's go ahead, get rid of all that. So luckily I have a couple chickens laying around, and here we go. We're going to upgrade it, and guess what? Now we're at rank level 5, people. And here's where I can bring up my Pythion here that I'm looking to upgrade. And lo and behold, take a look at that. We now have the opportunity to use this champion. We just had a 2 stars. We upgraded it to rank 5, or yeah, rank 5. I sometimes mix up level, rank, ascension, and there's so many different progression things in this game. And now I can use this champion to upgrade my Pythion, and I don't have to feel guilty for giving up a good legendary or epic champion. This is what you want to do. Get your garbage characters, level them up, rank them up, and then turn them into food so these big daddies can eat. So I'm gonna need one more to take my Pythion to 6 stars. Love this guy. I'm looking forward to getting him to 6 stars. But now here's what we're gonna talk about: how to effectively farm the levels for your characters. We showed what we just did right now, but again, probably not advised to use your silver, your brews for situations like this, especially when you're gonna need a lot of level 60s, a lot of rank 6 characters out there. It's gonna get very expensive really quickly if you're using silver exclusively. So here's what we're gonna talk about: farming the variety. Hey, look at that. You need more chickens? No, we're good. Thank you, though. Here's what we're gonna talk about: farming actually your characters throughout the variety of gameplay in Raid Shadow Legends. So a few things to know. Before we start looking into these other methods of leveling up your champions, what's gonna be incredibly important is making sure you have an XP boost active. And kind of like what I said, if you use my link down below, if you're a brand new person coming to Raid, you'll get a couple of XP boosts to get you up and running, as well as some energy refills, which is going to be important for this next step of leveling up your food to turn into good stuff for your champions. And besides that, if you use that link down below or scan the QR code, you also get Rector Drath and Tayrel. And you're going to want to use these strategies to level them up, especially Rector Drath. I'm using her for so much in this game. So XP boost. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna be sending a variety of the food we want to level up throughout the game. And while we're completing battles with them, we're gonna be able to upgrade their level and do effectively the same thing we just did, but without the need of silver and brews, right? Right, so there's a variety of things you can do to tackle this. Number 1, go into campaign. I don't know who discovered this, but you know, the rule of thumb that I learned not too long ago: if you wanna farm levels effectively on your champions, 12-3 on the brutal stage is one of the best places to go. Good for silver and good for XPs. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hop over to stage 3 and show you what I'm talking about. Now, this is something you're gonna wanna try to strive for. You're gonna wanna try to strive for one champion that can carry you for preferably some of AoEs. And luckily, if you follow what I've been doing, Kale is absolutely fantastic to get the job done. Hopefully he's not going to embarrass me in this video right now. So we're going to take out all these other champions here. And now what we're going to do is, again, we're going to just find some low level foods. Actually, oh my gosh, I completely forgot. I almost forgot to equip my XP booster. I'm an idiot. Tell me something I don't know. So somewhere in here, I should have an XP booster. Boom. Got a couple XP boosters down here. No, that's not what I want. That's what I want right there. Got our XP boosters, and now, as you can see, now it's active. Good thing I caught that before I hopped in, because that'd be completely inefficient. You're gonna want, I'm gonna give you some suggestions when to time this out, but let me just first show you what I'm talking about. Stage 3, let's hop in there. We're gonna take out all these other guys here, and now we're gonna just go ahead and just farm some, useless stuff. And this is why you want to try to get one character that can carry, because you want to try to throw in as many champions as possible that you need to level up for food. So we're gonna try to throw in all these level 1s, and we're basically gonna hope that Kale gets the job done. And this might be a good opportunity, to put the multi-battle on. But generally, when you have the XP boosters and you're running these low level 1s, rank 1 champions, you're gonna level up pretty quickly. So let's go ahead, start the battle. Hopefully Kale's not gonna embarrass me. Throw this baby on auto, and now we're just gonna let him cook. And as you see, he's just rolling over them. Lots of damage that Kale's throwing down for me. Absolutely love the guy. One of the best champions in this game that you can possibly get, especially as starting. And as you can see, look at that, and look at that. We just took our level 1 champions to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's do it one more time. So we're gonna replay that, and we're probably gonna take him to level 10 right after this, and then we can take him up, as we're gonna show in a short moment here. So there we go. Moving on, moving the chains forward. Very nice, very nice. And this is why 12-3 is so good. It's not too difficult. And I'm gonna show you my Kale in case you want to mimic what my Kale is looking like. But here we go. And now we should be at 7, 8, 9. Oh, all right, fine. Let's get one more. Why not? The more the merrier. Beautiful. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Yeah. Keep doing look, Kale, you're doing great, man. You're showing these people the way of the Raid Shadow Legends realm, how the wizards and witches and the elves and orcs get things done in this part of town. And there we go. And now we should be max level of 10. So now we can hop into that tavern and now show you what we want to set out to do. So we're going to hop over to that tavern. We're going to just go ahead and filter this by our 1-2 star units. And somewhere here, boom, right there, we got all those champions that we just leveled up. So let's say we take her, for example, take the preacher. I'm just going to sacrifice, let's upgrade the rank. Yeah, let's see, what do we got going on here? Let's see, this is the sparring pit. Yeah, so we're going to talk about sparring pit as well in a moment, but we're going to go ahead, ascend her. There we go, upgrade her. I'm sorry, I sometimes mix the lingo together. And then same drill. We're going to go ahead and just go take a few of these guys. We're going to take another one. Yeah, okay. Oh, so we have to level them up. So there we go. We took her rank up, and now I would basically do the same, hop back into campaign, and then go ahead and rank her up again. But let's go find those other champions that we took up. Here we go. Beautiful. And then, yeah, so these are in the sparring pit right now. I pull one of them out for right now. Sure, yeah, sure, just throw them in there. I just threw them in there not too long ago. Then we're going to go upgrade his rank. So now I'm going to go hop back into campaign with this guy as well. Then I think we should have one more, right? One more somewhere in here. Where the heck? I might be blind. I thought I had a third champion. I'm probably going completely blind right now. Listen, you know what? When you got the tactile scanners on, sometimes things fall into the radar. But nonetheless, you kind of get the drill at this point, right? Now I'm going to go hop back into the campaigns. Brutal again. 12-3 is a great place to go. And then the same drill. We're going to go ahead and just throw another person in here. I wonder, did I accidentally... Did I accidentally sacrifice one of them? Whatever. Anyways, we're going to throw them in. And again, the cycle repeats. This is what you're going to keep on doing. You're going to level up these champions. And eventually, these champions, we're going to take them to rank 3, rank 4, 5, and then turn those rank 5 characters into food so we can take the good rank 5 characters to the 6 stars and take them up to level 70. So this is overall what you're going to want to do. And it doesn't have to be just here. You don't have to just use 12-3 in case you got other things you want to do in Raid Shadow Legends. But there we go. We're leveling up. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. There you go. So you got the drill, right, people? Okay. Well, again, you don't have to just be here to farm that stuff. For example, let's say you're farming, I don't know. Let's say you're doing a variety of different dungeons. You're farming your brews or you're farming posts at your disposal. You could do faction wars. So, again, you're not going to get as much here, I think, compared to 12-3. But again, you should be doing your faction wars every day. So let's go, for example, let's do this. There we go. And then we're going to want to throw in just some, these low-level guys in here. We're going to probably want to upgrade them at some point. So let's go ahead, send the battle, show what it looks, show what it looks like. So again, this is going to be one of the variety of ways of loving a champion. It's one of those things that people, even myself, when I first started, I was relying solely on XP brews. You shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be using XP brews as the way of getting our rank 5 champions to turn into food for the good champions. It's going to get incredibly, incredibly expensive very, very quickly. And once this is over, we're going to go show my Kale and other things, especially if you're playing for free, when to time out your XP boost, because you only get so many and you want to make sure you're using them at the most opportune time. Timing it out, more importantly, when you're going to get a bunch of free energy inside of Raid Shadow Legends. And guess what? If you use the calendar, as we're going to show, it's going to be easy to kind of plan that out. Because you don't want to use your XP boost too early, because you don't have a lot of energy to spend. It's not a great efficient use of your XP boosting resources. So here we go. Although we're not going to get 3 stars in the faction crypt because it requires a full team of actually I might get max stars here. Let's see. Yeah, if no one dies, I should be good here. Let's see. Hey, I think actually might get, here we go. I actually got 3 stars here. But here you go again. See, you know, you're not going to get as much of a boost, but nonetheless, when you're doing a variety of these contents out there, you should just try to, unless you're really trying to strive for like whatever the, you know, for example, campaign, maybe you're trying to go for 3 stars. Okay, maybe not the time to farm food, but here, just throw them in there. We need to level up. But as you can see, not as much of an XP boost compared to that brutal 12-3 dungeon or campaign battle that we set out to do. So now what I want to show is, again, trying to time out your XP boost at the most opportune time. And that's where we're going to hop into your daily login rewards. So as you can see, there's a variety of times where you're going to be able to pick up some XP boosters. As I said, if you're a new player, we got you covered. We got a couple of XP boosts for you. But as you can see, on day 110, I'm going to get my next XP boost. But furthermore, you usually get a big boost of free energy sometime in the month. Just a couple days ago, I got 650 energy. And the following day, guess what? I had an XP boost. So if you're going to plan this out, you get your energy, and you're going to want to try to time out that energy being burnt when when you have an XP booster inside. So let's go for example, you know, this is probably the best. When you're at level, when you're working towards the 90 days, you know that every single start of every week, you're going to get a new burst of 500 energy. So try to time out using your XP booster when you're about to get, or when you finally got your energy. Same deal. So let's go to the very first 30 days. You see, get energy, lots of XP boost. Try to do your food farming timed out with those XP boosts whenever you get them. And then in case you're curious what my Kale looks like, let's go pull him up real quick. Where is Kale, baby? Here's what we got for Kale. This is what I'm rocking right now. I'm rocking a speed set. I'm rocking a, always forget, accuracy set that we have on him. Again, trying to make it just as fast as possible. He can hit us hard. There's plenty of ways to kind of, you know, work this guy in terms of artifacts. But as you saw, it got the job done. This is one of those champions, well, probably the first champion that you should be taking to the 6th rank, as well as level 60. And here are the masteries that I'm rocking as well. And again, there's a variety of different guides out there. However you want to set them up with the masteries and artifacts, you got those different opportunities. But the most important thing, again, is making sure you're timing out your energy with your XP boost. Try not to use your brews and silver if you don't have to. And just make sure you're always raiding, baby. You always got to be farming somewhere. And I guess lastly, let's talk about this, the sparring pit. This is one of those areas where you should always have something in here. We talked what you should be doing with your gems when you first start the game. This is probably one of those things you want to open up because you want to make sure you're always leveling up champions here. So as you can see, I have a bunch of low level folks here, and let's go actually throw another one in here. So we're going to go find another champ. It needs to be thrown in here. Boom. Throw her in there. And here's where I'm going to passively level up these characters without having to actively use them in battle. And then again, same drill. We're going to level them up, and then we're going to keep leveling them up. We're going to get them to 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars. And at the end of the day, eventually Pythion is going to be finally happy that we have some food to put in his belly inside the tavern. But again, I think I just want to make sure I end one more time. Please, please, please don't just give up your level 1 or legendaries or epics that you think you're not using, because you never know when they're going to be useful, or you might not. Again, I don't even have that much depth in the game still. I'm still learning about these champions, and I don't want to give up these good stuff. So again, chicken's cool, and also, you know, make sure you level those champions like we talked about today. People, I hope this video is helpful for you. Again, especially for new players. It's a different type of leveling experience compared to other stuff out there. But you know what else is not? It's actually not different. It's the same exact. It's the same exact new player rewards. Again, there's a link down below. There's a QR code in the top right-hand corner. New players, let's get you started off with 2 amazing epic champions, some XP boosters, some energy, some skill tombs. These are going to be some champions alongside Kale when you start off. that you're gonna want to level up, my friends. So again, big thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this new player series. I'll catch you guys in the next video. But always remember, it's great to be in Raid Shadow Legends today. End the video.